Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Crash Bandicoot. In this part, we take on Koala Kong.
I feel like Nintendo would have had an issue with this.
Why do you say that?
Koala Kong.
Oh, as in Donkey Kong. I don't know if this follows everyone's headcanon, but I don't think the two are related.
I mean, also, I
think
the fact that Nintendo can even use Kong is proof that, like, the name Kong is free from copyright. I believe they actually had some legal trouble with that when Donkey Kong was a thing.
They did.
But I mean, like, at the same time, though, there is a bit of a precedent for, you know, issues like this, where Nintendo does a few hypocritical things every now and then.
Yeah, they do it all the time. I mean, whatever. They're a company. They're not even a human.
Well, according to you know, U.S. corporation law.
I mean, they're not humans still. They're just entities with a lot of power.
well, no, because remember this whole thing with corporations being treated as people?
I don't, actually.
Yeah, there actually are, in the U.S. especially, there's, like, laws about how corporations in legal case has, like, the rights of a person.
Okay. Well, getting into some hot political talk in this Crash Bandicoot 1 playthrough.
Legalities with the 3 Amiibros. Welcome. There's no real tricky part to Koala Kong. You just gotta wait it out till he throws that one giant boulder that you can spin back at him while he mocks you. I mean,
the trickiest part is the opening statement, and then once you get past that, it's like you're pretty much in home territory, right?
Sure, let's say that. Okay, so this is our first industrial level, heavy machinery. I like this trope. We're gonna see it about 2 more times. They get increasingly more complicated. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I've never actually seen this part of this game. I don't think it looks as good as the temple stuff.
Shoot, I missed an Easter egg there. So you can actually jump down. I don't know if you guys saw those 2 robots that were sort of underneath the platform. You could actually jump down in between them for, I believe, extra lives.
Yeah, I played Crash when I was little, but, God, I don't remember this level at all.
Yeah. Do you not have the, I forget, do you not have the body slam in this game?
No, the body slam wasn't introduced until Crash 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Crash 1 was very much a bear, like, as bare as it gets.
Well, I mean, you know, they introduced Crash in his first game, and then by the second game he learns how to slam.
And jam.
I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm out.
Dennis left the conversation. What? Yeah. I can't remember if I finished my thought from the last part, but I'm excited for the, the HD remake. Right, so after we talked about people thinking that it was a slap in the face, what I wanted to say was that people are also skeptical about it because they didn't have anything to show. But it's like, okay, maybe they just, like, made the deal, right? So it makes sense they wouldn't have anything to show.
Well, if they just made the deal, then they have no business announcing it at E3.
Yeah, no, that deal would have been inked a couple weeks ago, but they maybe don't have any development work done. And also, it was like a very minor part of anything that Sony announced. It's like,
well, I'd actually argue it wasn't, because they've been teasing Crash stuff for like how long now?
Oh, ever since.
You tell me, because I haven't seen anything about it.
Well, you know better than me, but they've been teasing a bunch of Crash stuff for Sony. They put it in Uncharted 4. They
put it in Uncharted 4 because it's a Naughty Dog game.
Yeah, but
that's a fun Easter egg for them to do.
Yeah, but there's a few other things that have been happening recently about Crash that people have been like getting really, really hyped for, and even at the conference they had like a few Easter eggs to Crash. So I'm just like, well, wait, this is all it amounted to?
Yeah, but like
Look, here's what I'm gonna say. When you say a lot of people got excited for it, you're talking about a much smaller amount of people than you probably think.
A small amount of people with loud voices.
I don't mean that as like an insult or anything. I'm just saying that like not a lot of people actually give a shit about Crash Bandicoot, and certainly Sony doesn't.
I think I just died a little.
Gotta accept facts, Will.
Sorry, Will.
I know. I'm part of the minority here. But
live
that
your
being
life,
said,
man. Be free of the Bandicoot.
I can't. He's got a hold of my childhood. No, but you know what?
Your childhood.
I'm excited for
Childhoods
HD.
only lead to bad things. I mean,
Yeah.
at least in terms of liking stuff.
Yeah, I know. Like, at least about things like Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2.
No, for me it was 3, Jordan. You were all about 2, man. And 3 was horrible. Never doing that for this channel. Oh, God.
Yo, just look. Never trust your nostalgia. Ever, ever, ever. Don't let it dictate anything in your life.
Yeah, just remember that when Pepe says, talks, when you think of Pepe in your head, he always thinks, never give up, don't trust your nostalgia.
That's right.
I don't think Pepe would say that.
Pepe probably wouldn't say that because he's an old coot who only wants to reminisce about the good old days.
Wait, is he an old coot or is he an old bandicoot?
No, he's a rabbit. That's not up for argument.
He's also not really a coot. I mean, he's pretty all there mentally.
Yeah, Pepe's pretty all there. Pretty cool.
He's all right, but
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy.
y'all, break free of your nostalgia chains. Be able to admit when things that you liked as a child were bad because you were a child and had bad taste in things.
And yet, here we are commenting over a 25-year-old game.
This actually looks alright. I'm not saying that all old things are bad.
20.
Wait, 20? I was gonna say 25?
Yeah,
What?
25. No, that's not this game. That's Mario.
I'm not saying that any of these things are bad. Like, hey man, sometimes you reevaluate things from your youth and you're like, oh no, that was still good. For example, I just rewatched some Dragon Ball Z. Regular Dragon Ball Z is not very good. Dragon Ball Kai, though, is very good. And like, that's cool. But, you know, most of the stuff you watch or experience when you're a kid is gonna be garbage. That's just how it goes. Everyone should take the time to reevaluate those things and think about how much they really want to care about them.
Yeah, I sort of want to go back to Biker Mice from Mars and see if that was actually a good show.
It wasn't. Spoiler alert.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
I watched last Christmas. I watched like an old VHS of a Pokemon Christmas special. I remember loving it as a kid.
Oh.
And I was like watching it last Christmas. I'm like, what? Like, I felt really bad because it's like, man, my parents had to watch this with me, and now I feel bad for them.
Yeah, let me tell you about a TV show that does not hold up from your childhood, Pokemon. Not to say anything, I mean, I don't like the games, but I think they're well designed. I just don't like them. But the TV show is actually really bad. Let me tell you about a TV show that does hold up from your childhood, Digimon.
Okay, Digimon.
Yes.
Yeah, I rewatched Digimon like last year, and it's still just as good as it was.
it's pretty
back
good.
in the day. I will
good.
defend Pokemon XY, which finished its run last year, 2 years ago. But yeah, the original Pokemon. My friend said I want to rewatch the original Pokemon movies. I'm a little afraid because they probably aren't good.
Okay, okay, the first one is good.
Okay, that's what I figured. But like the second and third one, I imagine haven't aged well.
Oh,
I remember not even liking the first one when I was a kid. Like, I remember seeing that and being like, well, this is boring. Why are people crying?
You weren't
Stop this.
You weren't heartbroken at the end, Dan?
Well,
No.
I mean,
It was too sad. That's not what I'm there for Pokemon for. All I want is to see some monsters battling, and to see Mewtwo do some cool stuff.
Like, basically, my feelings towards the Pokemon movies are, the first one was good, the second one was good, and then after that, it's just like, meh.
Yeah, I remember the third one actually being bad even as a kid.
After the first one, I think that was around when my Pokemon phase ended as a child.
What game, okay, I imagine you played, one of the original 3, right, Dan? And then
Of the
and
Pokemon
stopped there.
ones?
Of the Pokemon games.
Yeah, I got a Game Boy late, so I only had a Game Boy Color, so I played Yellow at the time.
Oh, okay.
But I played it with a strategy guide.
Oh.
And then recently I picked up Pokemon X or Y, like one of the two, and like I appreciated the steps that they made to make those games like better. But I just like didn't dig it, and I think that's just me at this point. Like I just don't really like the Pokemon games that much, and like that's fine. I have no actual issue with them. They're just not really my style.
That's fair.
Okay.
They're a good, nowadays I find them more as a good, pastime, especially, when I'm, working on a project or something, and, if I'm rendering something for, 10 minutes, then, it's a good game to just sort of, open up my DS and play
Sure.
for a couple minutes, but other than
Sure.
that, not too much investment.
I invest a lot in Pokemon. Not a lot, but I mean, I love the games and I love the media surrounding it. Somewhat. I mean, I don't watch the TV show or anything, and I mostly play the games. But I just like how the series has evolved and how every sort of region has its own sort of flair and style. And I mean, I played every Pokemon generation except for the third one.
The third
What was
one
the third one?
being
Like Sapphire, Ruby and Sapphire is the third one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I bought Alpha Sapphire, but then I lost it somewhere at home, so I don't even know where that is. So I have not really played the 3rd generation, but I played every other one except for I've played every one except for well, and this isn't the same generation, but Black and White 2.
Oh, you're not missing anything. I played. I think Black is actually my favorite Pokemon game. I just thought the region was amazing. There was no obnoxious surfing. And like the story was wow, damn, it was on point.
I touched that game a little bit. I tried to. I mean, I assume you guys know of like the Nutslock challenge.
Yeah.
Are you aware of this thing?
Yeah. God.
So I tried. So I hadn't played Pokemon in a
fun.
long time, and I was like, you know what? That sounds fun. Let me try that.
Quite.
So I got to a gym, and I was unprepared. I got to maybe the 3rd gym or something, and it was unprepared, and they wiped out my whole team, and I was like, okay, well, that's the game.
Yeah. People like, why do you want your Pokemon to die? I love my Pokemon.
It's just to give some challenge there. I mean,
I
the thing
know,
with
but
Pokemon games is like the challenge is sort of given to you by yourself. I mean, Pokemon X pretty much gives you throughout the course of the game a good enough team without even capturing that many Pokemon. Like,
it's
you
very
get some throughout the
handholdy.
span of the game. So it's really just a way to like make it more interesting, or almost to like have more of like a story for yourself as a character. Like that was what was really appealing to me. Like seeing that this guy who created it had like also like made these comics about it and had sort of dramatized the various elements of his playthrough. That was really appealing to me about it, and I did like that. But you know, it was too hard for me.
It's definitely a challenge.
I probably never will do a Nuzlocke challenge just because to me it just makes Pokemon not fun.
Because you
That's
love
fine.
your Pokemon.
Yeah, no, that's totally okay. You know, it's obviously gonna appeal to a certain amount of people and like a specific way to play these games. I think those games are totally fine without them.
Like,
you know, it was a fun little experiment. I'm glad I did it at the time.
And it's definitely impressive to watch like a successful Nuzlocke run. Like I've done that once, I believe, just like on YouTube, and it's like, you know, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, you gotta know your way around Pokemon.
Which I don't.
And that's that. Oh, I really like this actually. Meanwhile, there's a Crash Bandicoot playthrough going on. I sort of like how it leads into because Pinstripe Potteroo is the next boss, and I sort of like how that like end sign at the end of the last level. Yeah,
Is
it's
this
like
guy made up of 3 children in a suit?
he's very 90s gangster. Oh, wait, he's even rocking the pink the pink shirt with the white necktie.
He's a stylish guy. What is happening here? Who is that guy?
Look at that shit-eating grin. Okay, so these guys are basically I don't really know how to describe them. They're Pinstripe Potteroos. They're Pinstripe Potteroos gangster posse. Oh, wait, are they possums? Posse?
What the heck is a Potteroo?
It's
a surname, Jordan, and you shouldn't make fun of it.
Yeah. Pinstripe's very particular about that. Pinstripe also, so this was, Pinstripe steals our girlfriend in between the events of this game and the next game. That's how they sort of wrote her off. That was a fact on the Crash Bandicoot website, I believe, at one point, and they took it down. But it's still considered like canon-esque, which is sort of weird for, you know, the Crash games.
Yeah.
But
anyway. The long Greek epic tragedy of Crash Bandicoot.
Gotta love that lore. These levels are actually considered the Toxic Waste level. Shoot, I can't remember if there's a second one of these. But like this is considered one of the most difficult tropes to get by in this game, just because of the depth perception, especially with the bouncing barrels. Like they can be really difficult to dodge. Yeah. You know, years of playing this, I've sort of gotten the timing, and I really hope I don't die now, because I'm gonna eat my words. But
I mean, you know whether you die right now or not. You recorded this.
It's been a while since I've recorded this, man. I think I recorded this like in January. Jesus Christ.
Do you think it's weird that Crash Bandicoot goes in like a Christ pose when he gets to the bonus round?
He feels all powerful.
Yeah, like he jumps in the air and he's like, yeah,
I'm reborn.
On the cross, pretty much.
Spin the other cheek.
I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but the Star Fox Assault loading times, I obviously sped these up. The PlayStation does not run this fast.
Sure.
Oh, okay, I made it through without dying. Go me.
Wow, look at that. You're doing pretty well with those barrels. That seemed like really difficult.
Right?
That seems like the level that I would stop playing this game at.
Yeah, that level tends to slow down a lot of people. I don't think it's as obnoxious once you get the timing down. This is Pinstripe Pottery. You can definitely abuse the frames here and like just constantly like spam spin him. It never works for me though. Like he always manages to get a hit whenever I try that. So I take my time.
I forgot
remember him.
I forgot how prominent gangsters in like multicolored suits was as a trope for children things in the 90s. Like he was just everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't even know why.
But he looks fly as fuck. Yeah, and you know, also we got a legit Tommy gun in a kids game.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Kids can handle guns. That's okay.
We don't really we don't really see this anymore in video games. I want to say, or like you know, for like this demographic.
Yeah, and all the possums said that he's really fly for a stripe guy.
Okay, I'm all right with that one.
I will say though that since we were talking about Pokemon earlier, I want to throw Pokeballs at all these animals and catch them.
I don't. They're all weird.